Oh gosh, okay. I'm just making sure the audio and everything.
Yep, sounds good.
I'm sorry.
Why?
I don't know. Just gonna do some quick promotion. Sorry.
Click everything's up and running on my end.
Okay. I saw you went live. Right. I always do a little bit of promotion. Watch me get like absolutely go by Gundyr immediately.
What do you mean? Like instantly die?
Yeah, I'm really bad at this game normally.
It's been a while since I played.
Okay, cool. So it won't be terrible alone.
Yes, indeed.
That's great.
It is called Lothric,
Makes me happier.
by the transitory
But
Do
land
I
something. I gotta
played.
of the
turn off
Lords
the.
of Cinder.
I played the Dark Souls like
converge.
once, and then I tend to be kind of done with them unless I'm helping someone. Bloodborne, I played
In
it a lot.
venturing north,
I think it's fun to play with friends. Just.
the pilgrims discover the truth.
But
of
to
the
be fair,
old
most games can be
words.
fun with friends.
But yeah, Fallout
76 can be fun with
76
friends.
is fun when I'm playing with Sim, but not solo.
And the lords go without thrones. When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls.
Oh gosh, I'm trying to make sure all my.
Unearthing the old lords of Cinder.
I don't want it to be like
from
too
their
loud
graves.
compared to the microphone, but at the same time, I would like to be able to hear it. One day I'm gonna learn about audio design.
Of the deep.
It tends to be louder in my headset than it is on the stream because I have
I've noticed.
I have my mic adjusted higher than my desktop.
That's what I've been
Farron's
doing.
undead legion. The abyss
But the problem
watches.
is, my higher than my desktop, my alert box isn't as loud on stream, and I like to have the cute mage girl have.
You should be able to separate the game volume from the stream thing, I would think.
Yon the giant.
I'm gonna go. Okay.
Only in truth,
I always run bleed builds, so
the lords will
I
abandon
tend to just
their
hit things with my
thrones.
sword.
And the unkindled.
I think Dark Souls I tend to use shield. Bloodborne I would either use the saw blade switch thing or the axe.
Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so
yeah,
it is
switch my controller up real quick too.
that ash
Always weird about
seeketh
controller
embers.
configuration.
even fully remember what I was running for. I think I was running a two-hander. Maybe I was a knight? It's a knight or a warrior. I ran thief before too. Just go with knight.
I gotta go to the restroom real quick.
Okay.
One second. Oh gosh, that camera sensitivity.
Like, Steam didn't remember any of my setting stuff.
Yeah, that does that. Okay, 1 second, be right back.
Oh, I gotta use the keyboard, okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Mhm. Slowly remembering everything.
I'm gonna try to turn down camera sensitivity and
Whatever. Figure out the kick later.
okay. Why am I not locking on?
First time I got hit now.
Good job.
Yeah. Got too sure I was gonna hit him before he hit me.
Okay. Fix some things. I like how I troubleshoot and still mess up.
Happens. That's why I just been going with it. Tend to break more than I fix. Cause I don't know what I'm doing.
Cool. Oh, that was bad, Perry. Got it. Okay, cool. I can parry again.
Alright, I get to fight the big guy so I can move on.
Oh, stagger. I'm doing the extra crystal piece.
I don't remember
Ow.
any of that shit, so. Right up dead here. Yep.
It's just a thing you can do right at the beginning.
Yeah, see, I don't remember all that bonus shit, so. guy transforms. No, there it goes.
Fun fact about Dark Souls 1, those archers that everybody hates in Anor Londo, you can parry the arrows.
Yeah.
Like, they won't stagger you if you... I mean, you'll still take the damage, but...
We would just block them and walk on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over there. Yeah, I shouldn't do that.
Glad we get to play together.
Mm.
And the first time I played this, I wore the Artorias armor the entire time and used the Pharaon Greatsword.
I think I used a Fang or something. And I ended up dragging through. Like, I played it when it first released, and then I didn't play ever again. It just wasn't that appealing to me.
That's great.
Sorry, I just... The lore wasn't as exciting as Bloodborne for me, so I didn't get into it.
Bloodborne's lore is, I think, way better than Dark Souls, because Dark Souls is a bunch of vague nonsense. Vague, poorly defined nonsense.
It's almost things like these games, it's like you gotta go read all these items and stuff. It's like I don't care enough to gather them all in this game.
Bloodborne at least tells you stuff about the world.
Yeah. It still helps getting the items, but to a point.
Yeah. My only issue with Bloodborne is I didn't like the parrying system. I wasn't good with it.
It makes a big difference when you're using that parrying. Get away with that. That was a waste.
I also came in it from Dark Souls 1, where...
I'm just gonna die. I still restart that. Yeah, like, I didn't come in from Dark Souls. I played Dark Souls after I played Bloodborne. Like, I owned Dark Souls first, but I didn't care enough.
The issue with... Sorry. The issue with coming from one to the other is, Dark Souls wants you to lock on, and Bloodborne doesn't want you to lock on as often. So Bloodborne tends to have slightly more enemies around. Which is pretty cool.
It's different playstyles, and I think that's why, like, a lot of Dark Souls fans are against Bloodborne.
3 takes a lot from Bloodborne, more than Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, because why would a game coming out before Bloodborne take from Dark Souls, the Blood game after it?
True.
Dark Souls 2 was complete shit. Like, I didn't even really try in that one. It was the fights and the music were just so boring. It was put me to sleep during it. Like, I beat the second furnace boss, the copy and paste furnace boss, just to do it. But then after that, I was fully done with that game because it was a piece of garbage.
I know a lot of people like to say that it's just a big bunch of knights with swords are like the main enemies.
Well, I wouldn't mind that if at least they had good music or something worthwhile in it.
I get that feeling. Gonna just... No.
I hate this gamepad. I hate it so fucking much. Sit there, I have a $100 gamepad and a $50 gamepad, but of course they're in Cali. So I get their cheap knockoff one. I mean, I guess it's a gamepad, but still. I was trying to block their knock.
I have my Switch controller.
That sounds worse.
The Pro controller is pretty comfortable. It's a little awkward in my hands because it's too big. But I actually like the Pro controllers. It's at least responsive. The PS4 controller I always found a bit stiff.
I had control freaks on my PS4 controller, which helps.
Okay, time to fight this guy.
Big thing about the other thing is you have to just learn fucking all the bosses and all that bullshit. And their hitboxes, because their hitboxes don't always match their animations.
Yeah. Well, that insta-gibbed me. The little smash attack. Gotta turn you up slightly. So, Dark Souls 1, like, the controllers are a lot stiffer than 3 as well, so it was easier to go from 3 to 1 than 1 to 3. I think. Just 'cause things are a lot faster in 3.
I didn't. All of mine were spread out because I played on different times. I played Bloodborne, then I played Dark Souls 1, then I played through 2, then I played 3 on release. I get impatient with this game. It just takes forever. But like someone was arguing with me about why it was bad Bloodborne made their loading times faster because, well, you need to sit there and think about what you did wrong. It's like, no, I quit the game because I'm not going to spend all day looking at a loading screen. And I actually want to play stuff. Especially not if I'm working.
Yeah, that seems... It doesn't seem fun if, to have to sit there for ever. I don't need the game to make me sit there and think about what I did.
No.
It's not my mom.
Oh no, that's I should restart. Like, I understand games that they need loading times, but not just as punishment.
Yeah.
Which, I'm sure that's not the reason they did it, it's just fucking fanboys that said that.
Yeah, Dark Souls fanboys don't get the point of the game, normally, so... They get mad when you don't play the game like they want.
Like, that's why there's all these different builds. They don't tend to have a really set meta. Unless you're PvPing, and then that's a bit different.
I like when they complain about having co-op, and I'm like, it's in the game. Like,
if you don't like co-op, don't play co-op.
that should not have hit me. Okay. First boss down.
RB on this gamepad's slowly going.
Yeah, I haven't been playing my Switch because my Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
The Switch's Joy-Cons are so poorly designed that they start to drift. And when I say they start to drift, I mean it'll be like running in a direction.
Yeah.
Without me touching the controller.
That took way too long for me to get that one done. Like the RBs
yeah.
and stuff, it's smaller. It's about the size of the end of a small pin or a pencil. And then it doesn't always register because they're like, well, their brother kept breaking them, so they get cheap ones. It's like, so you don't actually play games. Because I don't see how, like, Catherine, it's so bad I cannot beat the final level just because of how unresponsive and shit this gamepad is.
That's no good.
I know. Like I'm telling them, I've about done this so many times because it gets so annoying not even being able to play something because everything's fucked.
To the person chat. Yeah, we just started. I've played before, but I haven't gotten to do the DLC, and I haven't done any of the more optional content stuff. So I haven't done like Forgotten King or something. The guy in Dragon Peak.
I've done all that stuff. I just don't remember. It's one of those things I literally played everything. It's like, oh, I touched it all. Okay, I'm good. I can say I got my money's worth of the season pass and all that.
1 second, I'm gonna. I just like when I have a slight challenge to do, like. Plus, I know people like watching Dark Souls streamers cry.
No.
And I am the biggest of a crier.
No, I just get pissed and then I'm done. Because
That's
I
okay.
don't want to break expensive gaming equipment. That's why I punched the desk. I made it a point to do that because I like, especially if it's that part at fault, like my keyboard or my mouse having problems, I have a problem with hitting it. This definitely didn't work. Working for Apple. Apple products are complete fucking shit. Even when you work for Apple Tech Support, it does not work. The mouse.
They're glued together.
Yeah,
like they're not.
Like
actually...
the mouse has problems or something, and then so I caught myself like hitting the mouse and shit. And it's like, you guys can fuck off. You gave me this trash to work with. I'm supposed to do Apple Tech Support, but I can't even do anything because your shit don't work. It made me for sure. I've never owned an Apple product, and I will never because I work there.
I have an iPhone. I like my iPhone.
Until it puts out an update to break it, because it's for the safety of the project. It breaks it.
Yeah, they had to start being more open about that because they got caught having their batteries die on their own.
Yeah, it's for the disabling the Wi-Fi permanently is to protect your device. Oh, this guy's tougher than I would think. And it's like, that's so bullshit. Because, like, I agree with them. Well, can't I just use it until it actually dies? No, it's for the safety of your device. And oh, she posed me.
Text build.
think he's the guy that like guards the princess or something. Oh, I'm all the way back here, really. It's one of those things, like, that's why I'm kind of done with technologies. Like, I don't mind, because everyone's like, well, if you move out in the country, you know, you'll miss PC and stuff. It's like, no, I won't. Why would I miss gaming that screws you over and enjoys it as they take your money? Miss computer software and stuff that screws you over and enjoys it because they take your money. Like, I miss being screwed over? Yeah, I'm sure. Like Division 2 getting shit for the massive bans. And Bungie like made a dig at them. You shouldn't kick people while they're down. It's a fucking video game company that took your money and then misbanned people. That's just stealing money, because they paid, especially because you buy Division 2 and then you buy the expansion that's like 40. And then you buy the season pass for every season, which is $20 of in-game currency. And it's like, so we should feel bad for the people taking our money and then banning us from the game, that when we do nothing wrong.
Make sure to get the white sign soapstone from the handmaiden.
Yeah, not there yet. I decided to take war on this guy. I don't know what he is, but I want to kill him.
The first boss.
No, he's not a boss. He's a dude. It's annoying.
Oh, Hawkeye, whatever,
Yeah.
or not Hawkeye.
Doesn't he like? Isn't there like a princess or something on the other side of him?
I think so, or whatever.
I definitely miss my other character, cause like everything hurt everything a lot more. Like I was softer, but everything hurt people.
Yeah, I always run dex builds, just because I like to be a bit squishy, but good at.
I do strength, so I can use big weapons. Where is he? Oh, he's up there.
See, I want to be realistic, and my characters are always tiny.
I already forgot most of the tutorial now. Well, that was instant. That went worse. It's like I read the tutorials, it's just I don't remember it at all. As soon as I get past it.
Oh yeah, I remember this guy, the Blade Master.
Yeah.
He's the worst.
I'm about dead, and then he did the repose thing.
Yeah, he has the Uji Katana, which is pretty good.
I did kind of miss just being able to shoot people to make them get stunned. Like, that's the weirdest thing about this game, is because I can't. There is no shooting people.
No shooty boys.
No. Like, you either do range spells or something, or you do nothing. Which I never get range in Dark Souls, because I don't like dealing with the magic.
I get a bow because it makes dealing with like all those stupid insta-kill dragons easier.
I could roll past him, and you cannot. There's invisibleness around his feet. I don't think I even claimed my souls that time, did I? decide to finally kick when I don't want to.
Yeah, that has always been hit or miss. Like even with bad controllers, it is a problem.
Like the people that like memorize everything so much they can beat it with like drum sets and stuff. It's like that's cool, but I really don't give a shit about this game enough to do that shit.
Wow, you invested a lot of time into doing something.
Like it's cool if you want to do that, you know. That's all fun games. I don't care enough for that. Impossible to try to hit him in the back. That's the only thing. I felt like Bloodborne, you could get those opportunity attacks more than Dark Souls. Of hitting people in the back. Like, you could even do it to bosses. Well, a lot of the bosses.
You can parry some of the bosses in 3. I don't think you can do any of them
Not
in
parry,
1.
but the backstab.
Oh.
Backstab that, like, does a lot. I think you can on some, it's just... Like, the big guy thought for sure, but it just wasn't letting me.
I like Father Gascoigne. It's one of my favorite bosses. Turns into a giant beastie
Yeah,
boy.
but I don't think I got a favorite boss. They're just bosses. I killed him. I know the poison was kind of annoying. Other than that, oh shit. I could maybe kick him off the ledge, but I don't think that's gonna work.
That's what a lot of people do with him.
Can't really if you don't kick though.
True.
Problem is shit controller. Shit controls.
It also doesn't help that he has like all the stamina
Yeah.
in the world.
He never runs out. Like once he can combo you as soon as you get it. Yeah. I knew I shouldn't have got greedy. It just takes so fucking long. Kinda. Enough. I don't do furry conventions or stuff like that.
Yeah, they're not for me either.
Especially in Kentucky, there's a lot of furs that just, they're scammers and all that shit.
Did you hear about like the fursuit maker that like him and his girlfriend killed a person?
No, but it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it was like a whole thing. It was.
Well, that phrase, they get kind of like the Nazi mentality of, my way's the right way, you can't do this, you can't do that. And it's like, but then you preach that, well, you just want to be yourself, and it's like, but if other people can't just be themselves, then you can't either. Yeah,
I just want to be me.
yeah, there's a lot of furries that are weird. It's just, I found out about furries because I like Halloween stuff. And I was looking for a better werewolf costume, and that's how I found out about furries. It's just kind of like a role-playing thing, like people that are always dressing as characters and stuff. I'm not a super fan of that one. thing is, if it, you know, do whatever as long as you're not actually hurting other people, because then it's more of a problem.
Yeah, no, these guys like premeditated it and everything.
Like a lot of them, there has been problems. Like it's one of those things they try to deny stuff, like the ones using the fursuits to lure people, little kids in to touch them and stuff. And it's like that's a thing, and we should recognize that, and you shouldn't be okay. There should be steps to make sure that doesn't happen. Not saying no one should do furry stuff. It's just don't do that. Especially like I got warned about one fur convention I was thinking on going, that this one fur, she has sex in her suits and then she never washes them and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, I don't want to go near that. And then she just goes around hugging people and it's like, don't touch me.
Nobody wants a musky husky.
Well, we both failed our attack, but I got punished for it.
This game is so stupid at times.
That's because I don't have that stamina. Like, especially the ones that do the ooh stuff, like the animation. That's really weird to me, and like you can do that, but that's still really weird to me.
They just want your bulgy wolgy.
Yeah, I know. Dude, but like people talk about furries doing all that shit. I went to a bar. I'm 18. I didn't have to get ID because I was in my werewolf suit. So many women just come up and grab your crotch, and it's like, wait, what?
They think it's consent, and it's not.
It's like,
that's another thing. Some furries just don't get consent.
yeah.
Like,
they weren't even furries, and it's like really old women, like 40-something-year-old women, like coming up and rubbing on me. It's like, this is awkward. I just wanted to go through the room so I could go to the other side, not be molested.
okay, I killed him. Doesn't he drop an item?
Well, like, everyone's talking about all men are sexual harassers. Women do that shit, too. Like, what man wants a 40-year-old woman just come up and grab their crotch? Like, I'm sure some do, but I don't think a lot, because, you know, the kind of 40-year-old, been smoking, been drinking, you know, pretty heavy, cliche redneck old woman.
I just gotta reload and I should be able to get his stuff. I made him fall off a cliff.
Yeah, that's the last time I went there, because it was a Halloween party, everyone's in costume, it's like, oh, this is cool. And then it's like, oh, this is not cool. And she was trying to wear that cat woman kind of thing, but it was like leopard print skirt and all that shit, and it's like, no, I'm okay.
No,
I'm not that drunk yet. It was a neat experience for my first time at a bar, though. And I got bought drinks because this one lady thought my mask was so creepy that she's like, I will buy you a drink if you just take it off for a bit. So I can see your face because I can't stand it. It's like, well, I shouldn't because I'm not 21, but free beer is free beer.
I've never been to a bar.
Bars are out. We should go to a bar. I was looking at the strip club reviews around here, and they're like, it's what you expect for in the middle of nowhere. It's like, oh, that sounds very appealing.
gonna equip the katana.
Come on, do the kick. No. It was perfect.
Oh gosh, I don't have the stat requirements yet.
Yeah, that's the big thing. I think that's why I went strength, just so I could carry the big dragon bone. Dragon tooth.
It doesn't help that they don't tell you, like, what any of these stats actually do.
I remembered most of it because I was into playing these games.
They also have a secret stat called poise.
That's
It is-
for not getting knocked off balance as much, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's like they say it's LB and forward, but I don't.
How I found it's easiest to do it is you have to like hard push up right before you press the RB. Yeah, that's. I always hard push up first and then push RB because that's always. But it's like a half-second delay between the two.
Locked him off. Ah, so that still hits me. He just turns so fast, so fucking fast. Okay, I'm done with him. I don't care anymore. So I really don't have the stats for his shit anyways. It's not worth it. It's not worth it anymore.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't care enough to get stuck on him.
Come back and get him later when you can like one-shot him.
Yeah, because the kick is clearly not gonna work, especially because it hurts. The rubber came off right away, so it's literally me pressing on plastic. So it's that funness. I ran out of stamina. It's so easy. I'm gonna go get my stuff at least so I can buy things.
I run out of stamina IRL really easily.
Mine has built up pretty good, but it's probably all gone now. Yeah, I lost a chunk of it. Why are you guys just sitting here?
I used to be pretty strong, and now I'm no longer pretty strong. Which is fine, I prefer to be weaker anyways. I don't really...
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one.
Let me buy shit.
I will say the graphics on the PC version are so much better than the PS4 version.
Then touch the darkness within me.
Well, I would hope
Which is
so.
nice.
Nourishment.
Like, do you sell it?
It also doesn't help that I have like the old base model PS4.
Enough for the white stick now. That's what matters.
Ashen one.
I just skipped that tutorial. It's like menu. No. I got to do items. Cool.
I'm glad that they put the poison swamp in this game, you know, because everyone liked that from the first one.
Yeah. There's a lot of annoying shit. What's a dark sign? Snow popper. Oh yeah, I gotta talk to the this guy.
Ah, well, you're not getting... Don't you think?
Asher produced the Moctolo. Very well. Then touch taken up.
Probably don't have enough to level up now. I do. I need to do some in stamina too. Totally forgot that. Do that next. That would help too.
I like some of the creature design. Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. I did not notice. Sorry, I forgot to.
Oh, that guy's not here.
Up to 25 followers.
It said like my last Resident Evil 4 stream I had 25 views. It's like I don't think that's correct, but okay.
Well, as you're a toilet letting I am.
I got that repair at least, okay.
Pretty be careful.
I always felt the thing that transferred you into a dragon didn't look that cool though. Like, I thought it could have been done better.
My follower thing to make sure it was working because I couldn't hear it when it went off. Let me just glitch through the whole thing. I do not like speedrunning. I like the glitch. I like the Bloodborne speedrun, but it's like 3 hours long because there's not many glitches in it.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever watched someone speedrun Bloodborne or anything. Do you remember where we can use the white stone at, or?
We have to ember up, and then we have to go to the start of the castle. So I always do it right at the bonfire. So, I'll be right there because I'm gonna try to get
And
this.
at the bonfire, I just got to the lead. I'm gonna try this guy one more time because fuck him.
I think part of the speed run is they also do Dancer first.
Oh fuck! God damn it!
Oh,
I
no.
pushed him off, but then I fell too. Right off the fucking ledge. So just trying to push him. Hopefully the stuff's there, because I technically killed him. It's probably not there. Nope, there's light stuff up here. And my souls. That works. He can go to hell. Oh, that's a inventory. No, his clothes aren't as good. Oh well, he's dead now. That's all that matters.
What'd you take as your burial gift?
Life ring.
Me too. Another thing I like about Bloodborne is your souls can be like on a creature, I guess.
It's good, but then it's not, because it's easier to run past and hit A than to.
Also, life loss mechanics in Bloodborne are more forgiving. So if you say take a huge hit for missing one button press, you can actually gain some of it back.
Yeah, Dark Souls is just you dead. Like that guy wouldn't have been as hard on Bloodborne just because of that. Like you don't have the shield, so you have to be more careful, but at the same time you can just get it back.
Most people don't even like hold up their shield; they just have it as like a decorative piece for parrying.
I use shield because fuck getting hit, and I don't have to. I just need more stamina for it. I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing. That's another thing. Black Suns and all that. It's like they want you to
Pretty be
know
careful.
stuff, like figure stuff out, and it's like, but did I just want to be told what to go do?
Just good, wasn't he?
I don't feel like puzzles.
Weapons and went.
Doesn't help that all of it's vague bullshit.
You tell me what to do.
Ashen the mark of Ash to Lothric. Ashen One, sovereign. I will show Ashen One. Farewell, Ashen
Let's
One.
go Lothric.
May the flames.
Access leads down. Cause sword, there's a side door that I go through or something.
Okay. I will be in Hyrule of Lothric now.
Still in the starting room. With the lady.
Oh, got another viewer.
Ah, well, you're not. Excuse me. I mean, but weird talk, don't you think?
keep forgetting what button my stuff is bound to, so I keep accidentally drinking a Nestus flask.
Good job.
Yeah, I'm a smart.
No, it's not this way. It's where it came from.
All that and can I look if Nost fi the fa a we so it I may. Now, do not be away.
Oh, I can just do this. God damn it, it just wasn't showing it. Like, I could have swore we started bonfire here, and then it's like, oh, I can read messages here, but I can't put the sword in it. That's cool.
In the firelight zone?
Yeah.
You could put a sword there.
Well, yeah, after I had to
Not-
hit it from the right, because there's 2 messages on each side, and a blood pool. So it's like, so the sword doesn't go here, and then I would run away, and then like, there's literally nothing else to do, and then it's like, I finally hit it from the right angle, and then it worked. It's great. Okay, now I'm in Northworth.
Dark Souls also has one of my favorite mechanics in any video game, which is weapon degradation.
I don't like it.
That's my version of a
I
joke.
know, I'm saying I don't like it.
Sorry.
I didn't say I don't like it, I just said I don't. I did not do that. Especially because the better it is, the faster it degrades. But do you think it'd be the other way around, being higher quality? But
At least it doesn't do the thing that I hate more, which is them getting rid of your weapon if it breaks.
yeah. It's even more annoying. Especially since a lot of these are one-time drops, that would work very horribly. Alright, fire. Asshole. Fuck off with that. Where the dragons were always annoying. The whole, hey, don't go this way or it's instant death shit. Because you wouldn't know until you try to go that way. I keep forgetting I don't have enough energy right now to do a lot of heavies.
Yeah, once you get up there, and like... Once I start wearing my Artorias cosplay. Start doing all the heavy attacks.
Still kind of annoying that it doesn't have a cloud save feature.
Yeah, that always confused me.
It makes it seem like a lower grade game because of it, just because there's indie games that have it, but Dark Souls can't as a AAA.
Binding of Isaac has it.
Just watch the dog teleport down.
There's one more thing I think I just like the Dark Souls community for. It's when they complain that 2 and 3 are worse than 1 because 1 had this gigantic interconnected world. And I'm like, there are 3 games in this series and 2 out of 3 of them don't have that. The series just doesn't have that.
Two is just shittier than all of them because he didn't work on them. It was the main developer guy didn't work on it, so it became shit. That's why 2's bad. Other than that, the story-wise, it's about the same.
I heard there are like 3 bosses in 2 that are good, and then everything else is pretty bad.
No, they're all just kind of annoying. I think it's because the music and atmosphere creates a lot with this game, and having none of it does not help at all. All the levels seem kind of dull. Like, this has all this background, cool castle over there, and nice setting, and then other two is like, okay, well, there's some green, there's some stone over there. And there was just no effort put into 2. Because it was just a money sink. Because they thought, oh, well, the fans will just get it because of that, and then it went really badly because fans didn't like it. I've heard several people returned it as soon as they got it and then realized the main guy wasn't working on it. Because they played a bit and it was shit, so they just returned it. I don't blame them. Of course, stun lock. I feel like stun locking is also something that happens more in Dark Souls. Or could be just where I haven't played Bloodborne in so long.
Ow. Also, the first chest you can get in the game is a mimic. Why would they do this?
That's funny.
And I died to it.
It's you gotta remember to look at the chains.
No, I saw that was a mimic.
Oh.
I just, when I attacked it, I missed it. I got hit by its grab attack.
Seems like they've gotten some latency, because I wasn't even behind him, but I got it backstab.
Yeah, the backstab angles and riposte angles in this game are weird.
Alright. I should remember that guy was up there. I think that's another reason I don't like Resident Evil, because someone feels like you're supposed to just know this shit, because you're supposed to play it that much. It's like, I don't want to have to memorize a game to properly play it through. Dying because I didn't know something isn't as exciting of gameplay to me. Than dragging it out. Come think of it, I never did get that heart key. So that's still somewhere. Do we fight all these guys? See, like that time, I was pretty on his back, but that's a no. But in front of him, I got a backstab right there.
There's a remove feature that I really wish they didn't remove, which was tail cuts.
Oh yeah, you can get like extra weapon and shit from that. These combos are worse than the boss.
away. Oh.
Please, I didn't understand. Just get the sills and I'll just leave. I don't feel like doing this. There's no point right now.
I'm gonna equip my soapstone so I can put my summon sign down.
Where at?
Oh gosh. I'm gonna put it next to the bonfire, the first bonfire.
Alright. Walk right up there then.
Put it like right next to it. Okay, mine's down. You have the password put in, right?
Yeah. Must have
Okay.
took it off. It's not showing.
I'm gonna put it right in front of the stairs actually, so it's easier to find.
This one still have like soul changing. That depends if you can group or not.
I don't believe so. Gotta see where you're at. Oh, it's right next to the stairs that go up. You have to also use your ember.
Oh,
Yeah.
what ember? There. Oh yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be right next to right in front of the stairs.
Yeah. I forgot about that's another thing why I didn't like the co-op is just because you have to.
Use a consumable.
Yeah. So once you've lost, you just lost it.
I am here.
I thought you were gonna kill him.
I thought he was dead.
No, since I came back up here, I figured I might as well res.
There's a plus of mana up here that you have to be careful about.
Yeah, I ran into them. That's why I was skipping, because I didn't want to deal with them. Too much work for it, nothing.
Frick, 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 frick. I accidentally let him out. Yeah, let's not go up there. I don't think there is anything up there anyways.
There is a bow. I just grabbed that, but other than, I guess, a little bit I might get for actually killing him, I don't see it being worth it. Alright.
Yeah, you have to go around here.
Around where? Like I said, I played it once
to-
and I didn't play it again. That was years
There's
ago.
another staircase we have to go around, and then there's a dragon. It sucks. Are they dragons or drakes in this? Because
I don't know.
they act like those are two different things.
But they are, it's a different body type. They tend to call them dragons, I believe, in this. Like, that would be a wyvern. Dragons have 4 legs, and wyverns have the wings.
My favorite dragon in this series isn't even a dragon, it's a half dragon, and it's Priscilla. Oh yeah, we gotta go up.
I think it's gonna attack me.
Okay, there's gonna be a dragon that spawns right above you.
So we got to dodge all this shit. There
Dead.
he is. I just got lots of souls from him. So I guess I need to go back to the stairs then.
Ye.
Yeah. I also forgot, because, like, I know before it was humanity you needed to get. It's like, well, I don't have any humanity. I guess, well, it's like, maybe it's not in yet. I'm able to summon.
Hmm?
Unable to summon.
Oh, rest for a second, and then I think I moved it. Rest for a second, and then look where it was on the stairs.
Can't rest.
Go into your inventory. Soapstone.
Alright, gotta do that. There's no phantom to send home.
What the heck is happening?
Wow. All this time and they haven't fixed it.
You just might have to exit and reload.
Yeah, probably. I get to regather all that stuff.
Yeah, I think you have to just.
Oh,
exit
now I
and
can.
reload.
I just had to run around in a circle. Till it worked.
Oh. Okay, cool. Oh, being summoned. Alright, I'm gonna use the shield only now. Just go see me use the shield.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just goofing.
So you're just dead weight. That's gonna make it harder. Cause you're just gonna.
Yeah, you know, you gotta make the game more difficult for yourself.
I'm not making it more difficult for myself. You're making it more difficult. Not it's left trigger. That's what I was looking for. Ah, he's already spawned.
To get in that way, you have to go underneath the dragon and just take a bunch of damage. It's really annoying, but there's a mimic in there.
I don't care for it.
Okay, your turn. Okay, next bonfire is up here.
is right in my blind spot.
You might want to go to the bonfire that's up at
I
the
already
top.
lit it.
Oh, cool. I got blown up.
And now I can't go rest out there.
F in chat.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna run through and get to that bonfire real quick.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm pretty.
Now it's kind of funny in D&D and stuff, like Dragonborns can only use their breath like once. It goes on cooldown, but like anywhere else, it's like they can just spam it. Cause you're still over there just blowing fire to blow fire.
Who cares about limited resource when you have plot convenience?
Dragonborns have to wait till a long rest, and it's just like, but boss can just spam it. It's like I would feel like their fire would work kind of the same.
I read a book once that they talked about like dragon biology, and they're like, yeah, dragons have like a flammable oil sac they produce.
Yeah.
And they only can produce so much at a time.
I mean, I got several books like that, biology of dragons and stuff, and they're the ones that talk about the different species of dragon and wyverns versus dragons and all that.
Dragons are cool. Not as cool as wolves,
Yeah.
but
I like the gargoyle form is like a wolf dragon gargoyle hybrid type thing. Demon. It's a shame we couldn't like sneak under him and just plant like a whole bunch of dynamite and then just blow it up. Since we can get around him, we could just.
and it's not like we don't have bombs.
Yeah, but we can't just blow him up.
I died again.
Are you making like doorbell sounds?
Huh?
In the chat. Like that's the only thing I can think of is doorbell sounds. Might supposed to say like who's there or something, like a knock knock joke, but modernized. always meant, like, Destiny, because they talk about dragons. Like, warlocks have killed them all, but on Venus, like the first game, you could see them flying up in the sky. It's like, I thought for sure they were gonna bring something with dragons, and then they, like, never did. Unless they did in Destiny 2. It's like, this would have been so cool for you to bring in, but no, you just keep, because their engine was so bad, they just keep remaking reskinned characters. It's like, but dragons, there's literally a dragon flying in the sky, but no. We have spaceships that we can't go find the dragon that's in the sky.
Listen, story writing is hard.
It is, apparently.
But you know what's not hard? Microtransactions.
No. $1 for a red dot reticle? Yes, please.
Oh gosh, I remember that.
And like, I get that's like the smallest amount you could take for it, but you couldn't give anything else.
You could just, you know, make a basic feature free.
Or if you're gonna microtrans, at least make it a bundle thing, so you're getting more than just one red dot, 1 bit of pixel. Which they talked to me in playing Modern Warfare last night, and it's okay. It's a lot more fast paced than the other battle royale, but it's still a battle royale with, like, you can get a fucking dog to execute for you if you pay for the battle pass and grind it. Like, that's cool. I'm sure the battle pass is like $20 for that really cool feature. Like, I guess I can't complain much because it's free to play now, but that's still a bit overpriced.
I liked Apex Legends. It was pretty good. But,
I liked it, but I didn't like the people around it because they were, like, I was looking at reviews, and it's like, well, I might as well see some views, like this, I think it was Konami or one of those, it was some black chick riding it. Well, it's nice that they have a non-binary, and the one guy's gay, and they do have a black woman, but I feel like they should be doing more for the black community. Like, we shouldn't settle for this. It's like, there's like 8 fucking characters, and 3 of them are PC. Will you back the fuck off? And they said the other woman, she's not fully white too, so that'd be 2. And then, well, I feel guys are just playing her because the build, and it's like, yeah, that's why you play most of your characters, is normally because how they play, and that's the play style you like. It has nothing to do with it being a black chick. It would have nothing to do with it was a white guy. It would be how he plays. As a really good DPS character.
I mean, it's cool to have, like, your own, like, look, but at the same time...
I know people in World of Warcraft, they play female gnomes because they PvP, and that's the smallest you can get in the game. It's like, they're not playing because they want to play a female. They're playing for advantage. And it is annoying fighting fucking gnomes, because they are small. Like, I like playing the character I relate more to in most games, but I will adjust if have to, like Overwatch. You know, you gotta adjust to it. But even, like, that game, people are bitching. Like, Ashe came out, well, why isn't she black? And it's like, will you go shut the fuck up? It's like...
Overwatch is one of the better games about representation.
Yeah, but
so,
there's
like,
not enough.
What are...
There needs to be more black chicks. And the funny thing in all this stuff, though, it's like I never see Native Americans represented. It's like everyone's been... Well, this one doesn't get enough. Native Americans have, like, 0, or it's really, you know, stereotypical, so, you know, what's the difference?
They said Farah
She's
was,
Egyptian.
but to be honest, well, they said that her dad, they said that her father is,
See, they don't talk about it enough to know that, but...
Yeah, well, here's what happened. They have the Rainmaker
Yeah.
skin,
I just thought it was a skin.
which,
I didn't think that was meaning.
yeah, well, what happened is people didn't like that.
Like
So, yeah.
Assassin's,
And-
one of
and the-
Assassin's Creed, they have a Native American, I think. But other than that, you don't tend to play it. Like, I never see anyone that looks like my mom in video games, so it's like... I don't see that representation. You can find, you know, older black women and white women, but I never see anyone that looks like my mom. Because your grandparents in games never look like anyone I'm connected to, for the most part.
Yeah. Farah's father gets mentioned once in like one picture.
Because he's a loser. That's why he's dead or whatever.
And I think he's one of the, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? I gotta Google it. He's Inuit. That was it.
I'm
So.
Cherokee and Blackfoot. Blackfoot's very slim because it was like my great grandfather was the Blackfoot.
My ear hurts. I once had an ear infection so bad that my eardrum ruptured, and it was really gross.
We busted a kid's eardrum in orchestra because we put him in the drum case of the band kids, and then we slapped the box really hard, and apparently that ruptured his eardrum. Because his ear was right next to the cover.
Yeah. Took me like a month to get all my hearing back.
My allergies have been shit in New York. Like, I started taking allergy meds because I felt like concentrating, so I started taking allergy meds, and now it's like it wants to clog up and stuff. It's like, this is great. But as for like mineral oil, because I heard that softens everything and keeps your ears like working better, but they still haven't gotten it. They still haven't gotten deodorant. It's like, well, if I start stinking, that's fully your guys' fault because I have asked for deodorant. That's a courtesy for you guys that I bathe and stuff, so you know, you'll just have to deal.
You know what representation I want? Left-handed representation.
But Division 2 Division 2 has this gun, so you can switch which shoulder you're aiming off of. So which one you don't. But and it switches in the gun which side you're firing from is the damage you do. It's like that's really wrong because I don't like firing on my left side. It's like that feels like it hurts the playstyle more than any benefit I would get from that.
When I was learning to shoot a rifle, my dominant eye is my left eye, and that's so I shoot on my left side. But the problem is, like I've been over to my left side. The problem is the eject is always on the right, so I'm always getting burns from the shells that come out.
You can get left-handed rifles, I thought.
Yeah, but it was a gift. I don't really want to buy a gun.
I was annoyed with mine because, like, I had gotten a pellet rifle, and I wanted to hire one, and they're like, well, you can't cock it. And then he then puts it, braces it on his legs, like, I thought you wanted me to just cock it with holding it. It's like, yes, of course that's way easier when you can brace it against something. Like, you faggot.
Plus, I want to, like, figure out exactly how I need to position myself, because I don't really like sitting. Like, some of the ways you hold it is just uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable easily with holding things.
Pins on the gun and stuff.
I'm not really one to want a gun anyways.
laying down's the easiest position, I felt. Like, if I was waiting on, like, a mouse to come out, I would lay down and just scope in. And then I shoot the mouse when it poked its head out. I fired AK-47s, so they're cool, but, like, they're fun to shoot, but there's not much use for them when you're hunting, because you damage the meat too much. It is fun, like, you shoot a 2-liter full of water and it just explodes. Like, that's really cool. But other than that, there's no other use we had for it. Because we even put the bar in so we could have the fully automatic, but then it's like, but I don't need a spray and pray because I can just pop it. So, I only think I did full automatic one time just to test it out.
You hear, like, every year, there's always, like, a person who takes their kid to a gun range and then gives them a fully automatic weapon, and then it ends up bad because...
Last I heard, like, a girl killed a trainer because she held it and it flung... Like, you at least need to be bracing them if you're gonna have them do that. But even adults do stupid shit, because, like, we tell Tippy, you don't fire that gun, because it's one of those powder-packed guns, and, like, don't do that, it's gonna hurt. And he fell on his ass.
I finally got here, by the way.
Well, I'm up here. It's waiting.
Let me put it down right next to the fire. Okay, it's down. It's like right next to the fire.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, but he got a big bruise on his shoulder. He fell on his ass and shit. And it's like, we told you that was gonna happen. It's like no one uses those anymore unless they need to.
I don't care if people own guns.
It's not about owning
They
guns,
can.
it's just it's black powder packed. It's not very viable when you can just use a bullet.
I fired a cannon once.
I've had mini
pretty
cannons, but not full cannon. Oh, that guy hit that one too.
We didn't fire like a shell or anything, we used packed powder and that was it.
We had little steel balls that went into it. We could fire it, but a lot of times we just put a firecracker inside of it. With a bit of black powder to make it extra big.
Yeah.
I don't remember which way we went. Went downstairs, didn't we?
Okay, dead. Alright, this guy you gotta rush forward as quick as possible to kill him, or he will kill you.
Okay.
So, he's gonna be one of the guys on the roof over there. Nope. Did I do it? I did it. Okay, cool.
We just
did it.
killed it after it transformed. We didn't know.
Yeah, I always tried to go hand to hand on that until I realized that you kind of just have to...
You don't
Run at
have
it?
to, because you can kill it transformed. It's just harder.
Kill is it? Pretty sure there was some more stuff up there, but I'd rather get the shortcut open.
Yeah. Maybe I don't fully care on like 100%ing or anything.
Oh, do you just want to run to the boss then?
Okay. Well, you might as well get the shortcut open just in Guess I have to come back here, but
There's a boy up here that's gonna be awful. How do I get back up?
stairs. And grinding just so I could get high enough level to feel comfortable using like the dragon tooth and all that shit.
Dragon Tooth is such a cool sword.
It is, but it's not worth regrinding again. Cause like, well, I'll play through and then I'll switch back to my other character, and then they're like, nope. It's like, well then I'm gonna cheat next time. I'll just cheat my character back up. Cause fuck that shit. Or just
There's gonna be some guys that come up on the side.
I just think a thing is on my cheated stuff. I just don't. If someone invades me, but it didn't be offline that I just don't fight them. Oh, there's stuff.
And then the
You got the door open, right?
thing is up here.
Alright.
I don't think I can open it. I think you gotta open it.
More throwing this.
And the fighters up here. Hooray, we're back at the start.
But we don't need to be back up here, do we?
We can light the bonfire and it just makes it easier.
There's a new bonfire?
No, there's the same one from the start, remember?
Yeah, but why are we lighting it? It's already
'Cause
lit.
then we don't have to go through all the... Oh, you have to sit at it, so we respawn
Yeah,
here.
but I can't sit while people are in my game.
Oh.
So I'm saying, like, it's already lit, that's all I can do, so. We'll just travel here
Okay.
if we die. That's something I don't fully get, but I guess because it doesn't sync everyone up when you're sitting.
Here's some other issues I had with Dark Souls 1. All the last third.
I don't even fully remember it, because, like, I played through it as fast as I could.
Well, there was some, like, eye gore level glare from the freaking lava.
Sounds about right.
Like, I could not go down to Los Angeles without, like, I had to actually change. Where'd you go?
I was
Oh, you're
looting.
behind me. Like, I had to literally change my, settings. Cause I had to go into the files and put in new textures. Because they were so bad that I could not, physically handle them.
Yeah, probably another reason why I didn't play it too much.
What was that slide?
No.
I'm dead. You wanna go sit at the other
Yeah,
bonfire?
I can do that now.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then we can do the boss. And then we can take a break if you want.
Yeah.
I wanna... Today is Sunday. That's why I haven't. That's why I only sent one of the emails I need to send, because I don't want to do the other ones.
Means I can get fast food today. I want the Chinese place to reopen, but I don't think it's going to. I wish people couldn't put stuff on. Oh, I just can't sit. Okay. Man, this game it's working great. Yeah, I can't even use the black crystal. It just doesn't work. I guess I'll just have to spin around here till the message comes up again. Okay, now again.
I'm really bad.
Maybe I can level up.
Welcome home, speak then. Very well. Then
Great.
take nourishment.
I'm just gonna teleport to that bonfire. Because I forgot you could teleport.
So you gotta level up so much to have a good indent and this stuff. I forgot about that.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Okay. Alright, name is on the floor. Oh wait, I moved it by accident. So
Jab.
dumb.
I don't even know what I would want to order. I have a chance to order and I don't know.
I panic when I'm giving a menu, so...
I even, like, people get mad because, like, I get annoyed with indecisiveness at times, but I get annoyed with my own indecisiveness. So I'll just pick something. It's like, no, we're not doing this. It's taking too long for me. See, it'll either be Yetis, or I'm kind of thinking Pizza Hut, because those wings kind of sound good right now, but... Same time.
I might try to get hot wings tonight.
Like, so that
Sounds delicious.
yeah, that doesn't sound bad. I want that, but Yeti's has the really yummy, like, fries with melted cheese and bacon and jalapenos.
You're making me hungry for all the things I'm not supposed to eat.
Hungry too. I'm not supposed to eat it either, but you know, it's good.
Do you see my
Nope.
sign? Oh. Are you at the first place?
Oh yeah, we're supposed to go back to the first place, that's right.
Yeah. Teleport to it.
Yeah, I went to go level up my stamina. I forgot.
That's another reason I run dex builds, because lots of stamina. Also because Ornstein and Smo in the first game, Smo actually takes bleed damage. So if you hit him like 4 times with like the Great Scythe, you can do like 1,000 damage just because he hits a bleed proc. Okay, let's go.
They didn't leave today, but we're still allowed to get food at least.
Other way.
Alright, that's what we're with.
That thing got destroyed.
Kinda thinking burger, but I feel like burgers are never done right all the time.
Nobody will cook them rare. There was a while when McDonald's switched their quarter pounders to using like real beef, like fresh beef, and they cooked them rare. And I'm like, I really like this, and then they never did it again because they apparently weren't supposed to.
Yeah, because it's more risky. I don't like rear hamburger because a lot of times it's lower quality meat, so it's literally just fat you're eating. You taste all of it.
It has to be like a good quality.
Yeah, if it's good quality, it's not as bad. Like I don't notice. Like it's fine. I don't like it too cooked, so I get medium rare burgers because it's a good.
They get them overcooked.
It's a good middle ground. Yeah, it's either undercooked or overcooked, which is really nice
When they
for
overcook
steak to have it undercooked from medium rare. Hello.
It when they overcook it. Let's just go down this way. Sneak past.
I feel like Aldrich is a thing from Dark Souls. I've heard that before. Devourer of Gods. Yeah, I'll invite more people. Why not?
Oh, this is the boy you kicked off a cliff.
Oh, that's cool. Well, now you're my
Yeah.
bitch, so let's go. I'm sure he won't do as much damage as he does alive. Invaded by a dark spirit. Too bad we're going to the boss. Or is it gonna cancel the boss?
Yeah, I
No.
It cancels when you.
Yeah,
Don't touch that.
I
Don't
wanna
touch.
touch it. I remember nothing of this boss. I
Huh?
remembered nothing of this boss.
He has a second phase.
Yeah, but
That's
I
a
don't
lot
remember
quicker.
his moveset. That's the thing. Swordman's gonna just tank it. Die. I just realized it didn't count as me rusting, so my flash didn't come out.
Okay. Now's the part that we have to be really careful. How is the Swordmaster like not even dead?
Cause he killed two, cause he's God. He doesn't hurt him as
I'm
much
dead.
as you would think though.
I believe in you.
No damage.
I believe in you.
Swordman's about dead. Yeah, there he goes. So there went my distract. No,
You
my
got him?
sword guy died. Went my distraction. He's so close. You just need stamina, and he left. No, I shouldn't have pushed it. God damn it. Should have backed off and healed.
Did you die?
He was 2 hits away. That's the main thing I fuck up in this game is I get greedy because I just want it fucking over with. So I had to wait through a whole nother
And now you
attack
gotta use
phase. Yeah.
and now you gotta use an ember. Because, you know, having a consumable item, judge if you can do co-op or not.
Yeah, I only can do. Oh, I got 2 now, but yeah, then you can't do co-op anymore. And I'll probably just delete this character because I'm not gonna grind on it.
Okay. Wanna quit for right now then?
Yeah. I was just saying, like, I'm
It's
not
up to
gonna
you.
grind for embers, like I did in the past.
Oh, I can grind for them and drop them for you when we
Okay.
play, which I'm fine with. Because I like doing co-op a lot.
So, just saying, I don't like this game enough to do like on Bloodborne and grind like max inside and shit. It's like, no, I don't care. It's like, oh, you say I can't play anymore? Okay, I'm done.
Quick, just run past everything.
Best way to go.
What is happening? Oh, you have to step off and back on?
I don't know.
Yes?
I went down, so.
Oh, I didn't.
Now
What?
you're down, so I don't. Fucking doorway. And I think that's an.
That was another thing. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I was saying, like, that's another reason I generally would play it when I was really in the mood, because I can be more patient when I'm actually super into the game.
Super into you.
That works.
Just wait till this walks past so we don't aggro
Yeah,
it.
that's fine.
Or we can just do a mad rush to
Yeah.
the fog door.
That's what I'm doing. So, I'm gonna do this guy real quick. Like, yeah, you come here, and then leaving. Best workaround of annoying shit. You run past it. And then it catches up on you when you find out there's not a way to keep running. Well, the story man got hit a whole 6 damage. It's like, when does people get hit by 6 damage from a boss?
In this game at all, yeah.
Like, I'm cool with him being alive because he's on my side, just I wish he would do more.
I'm dead.
That's.
If you find you're gonna die, using Homeward Bone in your inventory, you should be able to just pour it out with your ember and whatever.
I don't have it set up for that. I still got one more ember. So oh, I'm stuck kicking. The fucking LB got stuck.
Oh, now you're okay with kicking.
Yeah, like, I was like, what is my guy doing? It's like he's infinitely kicking instead of swinging a sword. Now, second phase. Sword man, do that massive damage hit. Oh, Hall 37, that's cool. I didn't realize you could hit behind him. Annoying. The sword guy just started walking into the wall casually. Stuck inside the boss. Oh, you did it way more that time. I don't know what that is. Don't do that. Is he healing? No, he's doing breath. I went to roll and decided to block instead. Even though I was rolling out of my block, but okay. I did a stagger instead. Oh, and then I get stuck on him. It didn't even show him attack, I just got hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess take a break and then that way I don't waste that lesson.
Yeah, that might get in tilted.
No, I just don't want to waste that last number because then we won't co-op again. And then...
Alright, I'm gonna...
Yeah, I'll end it there. Thanks for